He's getting man-to-man.
Pressure up the middle, looking for Adams, deflected and incomplete. On 3rd and 5, Raiders rush 4. Bagent looking over the field, and he finds the open man, Tyler Scott, for a first down inside the Raider 40-yard line.
And that's where he was most successful, the most touchdown passes for a Division I passer.
Here's Foreman up the field, made a man miss. D'Onta Foreman with his best run. Inside the 25 and down to the 23.
First and goal, potentially 4 straight handoffs. Nothing wrong with that. Run left.
From the 2, Foreman up the middle, backing his way in. That's a touchdown.
Well, this is just double teams across the board. And here goes D'Onta Foreman. He knows exactly where to go. Downhill, attitude type play. They got to attack these guys over the top or use some of their tight ends in those matchups.
Here's the play fake. Hoyer over the middle, deflected and intercepted right into the hands of Tremaine Edmunds. Caromed off the midst of Josh Jacobs and Edmunds. Johnny on the spot with the interception.
See if he calms down.
Bagent the give to Foreman. Foreman plowing into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. His second rushing touchdown of the day, and Chicago with a 13-0 lead.
And once again, just an attitude run. Right there's your big block. Lucas Patrick back in at center. Shorten the game.
They're down in 7. Bagent on the run. Throws on the sideline. The catch made by DJ Moore, able to get the feet down.
This gives you so much space on the edge.
1st and 15, toss away from Crosby and room to run for D'Onta Foreman, who goes airborne, and Marcus Epps brings him down a yard shy of a first down. 2nd and 11 at the 29. Bagent steps up, gonna run. Bagent all the way out across the 40. That's a Bears first down.
Right.
Off the play fake, sets up the screen. Foreman with blockers in front. He's got a convoy of Bears, and Foreman upended as he gets into Raider territory. 2nd and 6 at the 15. Bagent, another check down. He's got Foreman with blockers. D'Onta Foreman pushed forward.
Bagent's got to be sharp here.
3rd and goal. Bagent with time, throws it short. Foreman with the catch. Foreman to the end zone for the touchdown, and the first career touchdown pass for Tyson Bagent. Tyson Bagent, calm, cool, collected, and on top, 21-3.
You see these D linemen shifting inside, getting into that Bear front.
On first down, Hoyer under pressure, down he goes. Justin Jones with his first sack of the year. 1st and goal. Toss, Jacobs in trouble, down he goes. Jack Sanborn all over that play, and the linebacker throws Jacobs for a loss back to the 10. 1st and 15, here he is again to work, gets the edge, goes up in the air, and he jumped over Amik Roberts.
Outruns defensive lineman.
No Khalil Herbert, no Roschon Johnson, no problem so far. D'Onta Foreman's carrying the mail, and Foreman upended with a first down as he gets to the 40-yard line.
Can't wait too much longer. Those quick outs to the sidelines won't suffice.
Hoyer's long pass of the day is 15 yards, and it's intercepted, picked off by Jalen Johnson. Johnson untouched for the touchdown. Won a game at home.
Well, Jalen Johnson never got out of his back pedal. He was just shadowing Davante Adams. Wasn't scared of him running by. We talked about those.
1st and 10. O'Connell going deep, and it's intercepted again. Jalen Johnson with his second pick. And a chance to celebrate once more for the former second-round pick in 2020.